Hello and welcome to Streaming Mad. I am your host, Ludofex. And as you can see, I am the only person here tonight. But that's okay, because I understand that Zybok will be joining us on chat a little bit later. So, yeah, that's the way things go, so it'll be fine. As you can see, I have trusty pencil and paper here, which I will occasionally show to you folks if that works out. And I'm willing to jump back into the mystery of the Obra Dinn, which at this point has been one hell of a mystery. Warning, I think this game, if you want to play it for yourself, very well may be better if you don't spoil it for yourself via what I'm going to do, because I'm going to get into a lot of places which are surprising, for lack of any better way to put it. So, with that, let's get going. So we have played 5 hours and 17 minutes in, and we've solved 24 of the Fine Crew's fate. Now today we're going to try to go a little bit farther. Well, okay, not all of them are fine people. There was a murder. Okay, so as you can see, we're a little confused because on the one hand, this man is clearly on fire. On the other hand, apparently we're not quite right about this, so I'm actually going to go back and say, I'm going to look up his entry here, and stick with the fact that he's burned to death. He may not be Charles Hirschtick, but that's our best guess. So the reason being, and we may as well follow this one through, so we can bookmark people and go to their various locations. I wish there was a shortcut to actually going to these various memories, but as there is not, we'll just have to deal with it. So I'm kind of in puzzle mode right now, so I'm gonna be doing less reaction to things. Not that those reactions were genuine. It's just now I'm very goal-oriented. I am still freaked the hell out by giant spider crab beast thing. Do crabs really have 10 appendages? Is that... I've never actually counted. So, okay. It said that it was on the Orlop deck, which is the third deck down. Ah, yes. This is the first time that we saw it. Okay.
Enter here. One swing. Get true to skull in stone or brain.
So we're gonna check here. This guy is...
Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. You all right there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Chuck.
Mind your shoes now.
Okay, so that's the reason why we think this guy's name is Charlie. Because I think we already found the other Charles. Let's take a quick look at our crew manifest. So there were two Charleses here. There was Charles Minor, which we haven't found officially yet. Ah, right. This is the only thing. I wish that the scroll wheel did a little bit more than it does here. And we think that this is Charles Hirschtick. He has got to be one of those two guys. Now let's see if we can narrow that down any further. It could be that we have to find out the other Charleses first. While we're here, we may as well take a closer look to see what we can figure out. Because this is a relatively, this is not a horrific murder. This is a pretty much common thing for a lot of people. This is slightly more horrific. And we have the good old man and his monkey. So aside from the fact that there is a monkey, so there's some suspicion that a lot of people here are near where they're going to be. So I think, for example, let's check this. So they're the four Formosans, and I think You have Chiltan. We have all 4 of the Formosans figured out. So that's a good start. And if I recall, okay, we can't get up from here, at least not this direction. I doubt from the other as well. But, yeah, I've been surprised before. No, that looks pretty much not possible. There's some people that we recognize, but it doesn't really help us too much. Okay, so the Formosans are there. They're killing the cow. We can't identify the chicken. Chicky McCluckster was found dead the next day. Let's see here. Okay, I think that's about all we can do in this memory, but let's try to follow his other memories and stay focused-ish. Alright, so next on the map... Okay, this is where... Wait, I thought he only was in... Because we bookmarked him, right? Let's take a look here. I remember he's down here. Yeah, he's bookmarked. He's in 4 memories. But then why are there all of these crazy other things? Oh, I guess this is just... I see. I think this is all of the memories we found and their path through everything. Oh boy, yeah, that one's one of the tougher ones. Alright. I gotcha. Okay. So the next one that he was in... He was in Unholy Captives on the floor above. So let's check that out. So that's on the stairs over here. Yeah, this guy. It's not him. This is relatively towards the beginning of the story, so this is him. Sir, watch your footing. Okay, so there's not too much of a hint here about who he is. We just know that he's present.
It's a pretty shell here. Let's have a look. Move, get back.
What is... I'm trying to look at the shell, because that's... And I'm stuck. Well, that's just brilliant. There we go. As usual, we'll look around for other clues along the way. But at this point, it's just a bunch of people standing around doing their thing. The only thing that looks interesting is this guy who's running away actively at this point in time. Into the void. So we know now that these things are the a dead mer person. Merpson. Okay, these people are fairly anonymous at the moment. And we can come up to the deck. These are the people who died elsewhere. Oh, no, actually, these are... No, yeah, They died. This is the yeah, the surgeon and probably... Is that the surgeon's helper? Yeah, surgeon's mate. Guy with cool hat. Oh, the bosun, of course. And they're bringing the chest on board. Well, that's just super. You know later that he's electrocuted. Sorry, just taking a quick look around. Another guy with cool hat that we don't know much about. But yeah, not much that we can really figure from here. So, it's time for us to leave this memory and go on to the next. So I was wrong about that one being particularly early. Alright, so the next one that he's in is Soldiers of the Sea Part 4, before he gets killed. So that's back downstairs towards the center. So I think it's these guys. Yeah.
We're no use!
So that's him here throwing it. So why throwing the torch at him? Why would he be in the middle of the pyre after this? That's my question. And we have the second guy up here. Okay, we can go directly from memory to memory, it looks like. So that's interesting. So I do actually have another question, which is, where would the passengers be staying on the boat? But for this one, we don't get any more useful information from him right now, do we? Those guys are definitely being decapitated. Checking 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it has 8 legs and and a pair of claws. Okay. He would have the lantern. Does that mean anything? Doesn't seem likely. Just curious. No, I guess we can't. Oh, hey, who's that? Oh, that's the artist. Interesting. Okay. So I'm going to take a quick side trip. This particular set of information doesn't seem to have gone very far. It's like we don't have any new facts. And we need facts. Right, this was the armory. Alright, let's take a look at the map again for a moment. Okay, so there are the 2 walks on the side. Crew. The passengers are all over here. That's good to know. On the Orlop deck. Let's take a quick look over there. Open the stupid door. Okay, so we're on the other end. So at the moment, there's no identifying information for this. Alright, and what is a purser? Administrative official accounts for all cargo, value, and trade transactions. Manages a small item store for crew. Ah. And what are you buying? Let's take a look at that for a moment too. So that's over here, huh? That does look right. So where would he have gotten... So he didn't show up in the earlier memory. We should probably look one before then and see what changed. Maybe that'll give us some hints. That's the surgeon's quarters and the like. This was not a particularly nice thing. Alright, so what's next in the sequence? So that would be this one. So it's this one. Oh, it's on the floor above. All right. That is raining. Ah, this guy.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already over the neck.
Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cat!
Throwing the axe over there. Gonna get up to the top floor. We can. Again, we're gonna be inspecting a lot of stuff along the way. So we know this guy was electrocuted. There he is. And why is... Oh, he was in the next one. Why is he hiding? Alright, well, let's take a little bit of a closer look here. We can't go down, can we? No, we're not allowed to. We know that's the carpenter. That is barely gonna miss. But yeah, we can't have any idea what was happening before then down there with that guy. Okay, so let's go by them rules. So this guy is supposed to be relatively easy to find. So where did he end up? He was in Bitter Cold Part 1. And Unholy Captives Part 2. Soldiers of the Sea Part 1 and Part 2. Let's start with Bitter Cold, since that is an important one for us in a lot of ways. It might give us a lot of information. Oh, wait, and that is on the Orlop deck on the far side. There was a mighty duel. down one.
Saya tuh tahu. Aku tuh bilang.
Okay, so this is the one that Wit's End last time was saying that we should really figure out. It's a 54, 51, 53. So this guy could be 52. I guess it's worth a shot. But there are a lot of other bunks here. $58, $57, $55, $56. $56, $57, $58. So what that establishes is that there is an order here. So why would this be an X over here? $39, $40, $41, $59, $39, $38. That's $59. No, the order does... There's really not much order here. I don't see the tags on the other guy's stuff. Alright, well, let's find the guy that we're actually trying to find here, shall we? It's none of those guys. It's this guy. Which, again, he's supposed to be here. He is. Oh, this counts for... So he's one of the people on this deck. So we can't identify a lot of people. And like I said, thank you, sir, for sleeping with the right thing facing up. So to get a rough count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Can't see those. 19, 20, 21, 22. So roughly 22. I might have added or missed one in there somewhere. But it does make it consistent. Okay, so long story short is he is one of the people who's on this deck, generally. Okay. Wish I could find a way of, like, identifying these people. It says, this unknown soul. Alright, well, let's move on to the next one. Unless there's a way for me to, like, quickly warp to the next one. Okay. So we know for a fact that he was on this floor. So what's next? Alright. Use of Unholy Captives and Soldiers on the Sea, Part 1, Part 2. Alright, let's take a look at Unholy Captives. That's the next chronologically. Okay, and where is that? That is on the Orlop deck. No, wait. That is on the gun deck. So up one. Yeah, we're on the wrong direction. I think it's this guy. He probably is just a random guy around here.
Give him tea and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Nope.
Take it slow.
Nope.
What's it, gentlemen? There's a pretty shell here.
Nope.
Let's have a look. Move. Get back.
Nope. Wait, are those two guys that died of disease? Interesting point. Or no, the guys that didn't. No. Nope. Oh, right, there's a huge frickin' amount of people here, so shouldn't be any real surprise, huh? We can see what his job is. That would be something. This might be him? Yeah, this is him. So he's unloading the boat. Just making sure I know when we are. So this is the guy. Looks roughly like this is what they're supposed to. So he's probably not a what is it? Let's look at our this is Unholy Captives Part 3 glossary Topman Seaman. It doesn't tell us a lot. He might be a top man. It's hard to say. All right, who do we have in the top men? So they're the 4 Chinese guys. Could be Timothy Bootman or Nicholas Butterill. But let's, since there's so many people in this one, let's go and see the next thing he's in. And that's going to be, hopefully this is a little bit better. This is on the deck of the last 2 parts of Soldiers of the Sea, or the first 2 parts. So one is right. No, we're not quite there. Alright, so this is the first part, I'm pretty sure. Now, it's going to be hard to see him because we're up on the rigging here. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Try that again. not him. So these are most definitely top men, and these are the 4. Well, those are 2 of the 4 Chinese guys. Come on, I know you can see him. Okay, not sure about him. And there's good old Maba. Oh, we can come up here, huh? He must be a topman too. This is he. I don't care about you. All right, so these 2 memories are going to be pretty important because this is seconds after things have gone completely awry. So people are going to be roughly in the same spot that they were before in the next scene. I remember this part. The next one is over this way. So this guy was climbing up. Yeah. Yeah, this is his death thing. So he was climbing down from there, which indicates that he is one of the top men. Okay, so we're pretty sure he's a top man. There's only so many of those. And Louis Walker, Leonid Volkov. We don't think it's any of the Russians because we saw them and they don't look like they are a different person. Oh, then that I was right there. Somebody, yes, I did. Let's see which ones we got. All right, we were right. Good, we were right there. Thank God. To quote Doc Brown, I thought to myself, what the hell? Let's see if you were right about one of them. So whoever we have fully defined now is wrong. So this is either not Charles Minor, although I'm pretty sure he is in this case. All right, so Charles. Okay, I'm going to write this one down. I'm just going to just write down which ones are wrong. So that's 6 disappearances. Number 4, counting from top to bottom, left to right. Nathan Peters was right. Uh-huh. We'll have to look at that one later. Unknown cold. Okay, so that one's unknown. Unknown. 4 disappearances. Number 1 is wrong. All right, so we technically have solved number 1, huh? Not that it means we can't use the information. How are you doing, Wits End? So only we're wrong about a handful here. Now, why we're wrong, I'm not sure, but... All right, well, let's start trying to find... So that was a level 1 person. Just going to look here for a moment. Oh, these are also passenger cabins. Okay. Oh, they're in those cabins, aren't they? All right, let's get out of here for the moment. Because I have something... Oh, that... You live, like, in Central Time. So, that's late. Unless you mean just woke up recently. Because I forgot, we didn't remember that we could open doors from here. At least at the time. So, the lady was coming out from here. Really no identifying information. What is that? Is it coming closer? Or is this an illusion? I think that's just an illusion. Alright, that one can't be opened, but pretty sure we can get through this way. Yeah, this one is fairly well identified. Oh, that's possible. The chest very well could be that shining thing out there. Excuse me? Looks like it has a position in 3D space, so it is a thing as opposed to just a, random thing on the horizon or such. So it looks like a cloud. Well, okay, I'm wrong. It doesn't look like a cloudless sky. And okay, so let's go back. Oh, let's find someone who's another 1 if we can find it. If not, we'll go for a 2. Here's a 1. He's in 5 memories. We're going to go backwards in time this time, out of sheer curiosity. Sorry, man. Sleep, not being able to sleep sucks. Okay, so he's in the one next to the lazarette. So let's go back. Let's go down there. Man, shit be real-yo. Alright, we can't get into the lazarette yet.
Keep pressure here.
Is this him?
What madness is this? 20 years my
Yeah.
steward, and never a doubt on your sanity.
So could this be the John? So there's Era Darar. Pretty sure he's a seaman. So none of these are by the guy who's dying.
Explain yourself.
Those are ghastly beasts carrying a curse! Throw them back, your doom is old!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of the leg?
All right, we're going to leave and come back really quickly. Okay, so we're going to go with a little bit of an inference here. This is the... Okay, we don't know who he is yet. He has a cool hat. So these people saw whatever caused this to happen. Where are we in the story? Ah, the fish people. Gotcha. So now we have context for what is happening. They're bringing the chest down. Okay. Oh, hey. This is cargo. Not people. So we're going to leave and come back, because I want to hear... I'm going to listen carefully to the dialogue, because I need to get an idea of who was saying what. So it'll do this in a moment.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those are ghastly beasts carrying a curse! Throw them back, or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Come on. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
So, okay, that last voice is probably the surgeon, and so he's probably reassuring the patient, which means that his name is John. So that does make things easier. How many Johns do we have? So we have John Davies, the fourth mate, which I don't think that is... we'll see, but I think that he's a shipman. There's a Davy James instead of a Davy Jones. There's John Naples, which seems to be most likely. Let's see if anyone else comes up here. No, that's what we have left, effectively. So I'm going to say it's, that's him. So I think that's right. And we think this is Philip Dahl, though we don't really know. He's one of the ones who must have disappeared. What happened to him? Okay, so he's being dragged off at this point. Okay, we're going to look at the... There are no disappearances there either. Let's do something really quick here. Okay. I'm going to count this. We're going to see how many people who actually died according to the count here. So, in 1, we have 2 dead, 0 missing. In Bitter Cold, we have 3 dead, 0 missing. In 3, we have 3 dead, 0 missing. Dead, missing. That is true. Or does it? Let's take, we just want to check here. I think you might be right, though. Yeah, you're right. Still, the count is worth getting. In the calling, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead, 2 missing. Actually, does that count for the cow? 1, 2, 3. Yep, you're right. In 5, there are 5 dead, 0 missing. In 6, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dead. 1 second. 0 missing. In the doom. Oh, yeah, this is where it gets serious. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dead. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 missing. In Bargain, we don't know yet, which is what we're trying to figure out. So, in 9, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead, and 4 missing. And finally, in the end, we have 4 dead and 0 missing. So, give me a moment to crank the numbers. So, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14, 19, 28, 37, 43, 47. And for missing, we have 9, 13. Interestingly, that adds up to 60. But as you said, there are the 2 that weren't there, which we otherwise would be probably want to identify. So 2 people die. So we have almost everyone counted for somewhere, but that guy's not one of them. That seems to be the case. Interesting. All right, well, good to know. All right. So let's say that we have that guy down at the moment. Is there anyone else that we can identify from the dialogue? So where are we again? We're in the end of Unholy Captives. Yeah. 20 years, my steward, and never a doubt in your sanity. Explain yourself. Those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all. Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses. Okay, something I'm confused about here. If you look at this, the lazarette... Oh no, we are on the other side from the lazarette right now. So this is actually the the utility hold or whatever, or what have you. And who's holding him? Okay. Recognize that guy, but I don't know much about him. Alright, let's get out of here for right now. I'm going to say we have him down. Wait, so what exactly do we have here? It's like, is that like these bones here? That looks like a shoe. Oh, that would do it. It's the bones of the lower leg. That makes sense. Alright, so let's take another look here. So I'm not sure we're correct here, but we at least got a name. We're looking for another one if we can find it. We may be out of ones, in which way we'll go on to the twos. Nope. Sure, okay. No idea still. In the lazarette. Just brilliant. Know him. Okay. So we know who this is, and we know what we're doing. We just want to be able to need to know who killed him. So let's go back to that memory. Because that's really who we want to identify. Do you mind being my co-pilot, Wit's End? Given the fact that, as I said, I don't know port from starboard or, you know, Shinola from that other stuff. Okay, let's listen to it just in case.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last part!
Oh, look out!
Okay, so this is the guy we're really interested in. We need to find out if there's anything that will help us identify him. So right now he's kind of an anonymous seaman. Right. The problem is it's one of those. There's no way to say like an unknown Russian or what have you. I'm going to say he's an unknown seaman for right now. Okay, I think that seems consistent. As usual. There's only one Russian seaman. There are 2 topmen, if I recall. Let's find out here. So this is escape 9-2. They're oddly all together here. Oh no, you're right. They're 1 topman, 2 seamen. I'm sorry. I said it wrong. So he didn't sound Russian offhand. But this whole situation here is intriguing. Still don't know who this is. He's got to be someone fairly high up. We're pretty sure that he is an officer. There was the one topman scene. The problem... Oh, right, because we can... God, I wish I had just some random identifier for these people, so I didn't have to keep on saying the guy that had the thing with the other thing. Right now, let's see if we can try to trace this guy. I think that is really what our current goal should be. So he's in a lot of scenes, so let's see which come... Yeah. Right. Okay. So let's look at the ship. He was in Soldiers of the Sea and the Doom. Is he any of the ones that are... Okay, so he was on several that are on the gun deck. So he's going to be... Okay, so he is a crew member, likely, given the fact that he was in this scene, which doesn't... I now understand that they include people that you cannot see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So he was also around in this one, which... So I think, how to identify him? So first off, he had a striped shirt. Okay, these are the brothers. Okay. These guys look kind of similar too, don't they? Let's see if we can find any more family connections here. So aside from the Peters brothers, I don't see anything off the top of my head. There's only one time that we actually end up with a Polish quote. So we should be able to tell who that is, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I think you're right. So I think they mentioned, okay. So these guys all arranged by roughly, it's one of those, because these are all, the seaman, the cook, and the butcher are next to each other. Nichols, could be Nichols' steward. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm wondering right now. Is he around in the murder? How's that for a question? He is not. Okay. The thing is that there are a lot of people. Oh, but you have a point. He's in this one, but not in this one. So I'm guessing he may be a topman now that you mention it. Yeah. So I'm guessing he's got to be a topman. Which one, though? Okay, so if we think that he's a topman, is he one of the Russian... Actually, it's a good question. So this guy's there because he got speared. So he and the guys back here, none of them are in there. That's the only difference between those two scenes. So subtracting, we're going to have to at least mark them as topmen. And that guy was... Well, we'll check about that one. He's a seaman. We already have him. Maba. This guy was a topman too. Okay, there's one person different down here. The guy who's here. That could be. This guy's probably one of the Chinese topmen. Not entirely. I mean, let's put it this way. It's more likely than otherwise. As for his fate, I really haven't a clue. Am I missing anyone else? I think that's everyone. All right, let's go back to the scene with the Russians, which was in Bitter Cold. I think I know where that is. I think so. Well, regardless, we need to head back down. I think it's in the third floor down, the Orlop deck. Yeah, I agree, but you know what? I'm okay for right now. Oh, we want this one. Hello, body. Oh, and the burned guy was the burned guy. We were right about that.
Saya tutup. Aku terpilih.
Oh, that is that guy. So he's definitely Russian. So Russian plus topman means that he is, as you say, Leonid Volkov. So he was shot by someone unknown, but more to the point, that means we know over here. We're pretty sure that's Leonid Volkov. All right, we have a little bit more to go. There's only so many people that could be here, and I think that would bring us up to 3. And give us some useful information, too. It's by one of the ladies, right? Yeah. Exactly. I was also not going about this randomly. I kind of feel like there we go. That's okay, so was I. We are making progress, however slowly. What does... I'm just curious if that does anything. That is very true. So, let's go back to... Which one is it? I think it's... oh, escape, of course. Know for a fact that this is Emily Jackson. You know, this, by process of elimination, must be Miss Jane Bird. Right. So in theory, if we pick the right fate for all of them, we should be okay. So, so it can't be unknown. I don't think, at least. Not from old age, that's for sure. Well, it's poisoned, speared, spiked, strangled. Alive in the Atlantic Island? Well, doesn't help me much right now. We think so, yeah. I mean, it could be that they died at sea, but they would have... We have no way of knowing what happened to them then, right? Okay, what we can tell is where they were, as mentioned before. They were kind of in the middle of nowhere. And I mean, if you have a rowboat, you're kind of boned. Because remember, here, the calling was when they were trying to make it to the Canary Islands. They're pretty close there. Here, they're really in the middle of nowhere. I wouldn't put their, I wouldn't put their odds at too high, you know? Alright, well, let's keep on going here. So we think that this was the midshipman. No, actually, no, it wasn't a midshipman. It was another guy. Possibly? Why were they turning around? So, okay, let me check something here. So this is the pieces of the journey they took. What was the... Okay, maybe the preface actually has that. Oh wait, Henry Evans. Is he on the crew list? Ah! Is definitely alive. So, okay. Well, that also explains a lot of what's going. I imagined that he got to civilization then, as opposed to, like, being on a, deserted island. I just want to read that one more time. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Morocco. Wait, did he say Morocco? Ah, yes, you're right. So, Africa? Africa, I guess. Let's try it. No, I'm not. Not far enough. We can't guarantee they're all in the same place, but... No. That does it. Although you would think that you just fill in the frickin' thing for yourself. Sorry. All right. We're over halfway through. So I'm reasonably happy with that. Thank you very much, Wits End. You've been a great help. Whoa! Living on a prayer. Take my hand and I'll make it, I swear. Sorry. Had to. Oh, it goes to... Ah, I see. All right, so back at it then. So does that mean we can figure out anything else about the escape from there? No, I actually don't know. Let's see where he's at level 3, but... He's got to show up at least once here. Okay, let's go here.
Let them go.
So those two hang out a lot. Okay. Oh, you're right. He looks like he's escaping. He's climbing down on the rafters there. He could make it into the boat from there. Let's go with that, shall we? I don't know who he is quite yet, but I would imagine that he's a passenger, if that's the case. Or no, we have all of the passengers, don't we? Still, let's say that he's alive in Africa for right now. It looks like he's escaping with them. There's certainly room for him. I think we're out of passengers. Huh. What do you know? Yeah, we're starting to get closer and closer to the end here. Okay. So one of the one I want to take a look at is if we can figure out who is the guy who was speaking. Is speaking at the end of not the Doom, not Soldiers. Here. Okay, he's in the cargo hold. Because you notice it is the one Era Darar, which I'm pretty sure is Polish or some Scandinavian general Eastern weird. That area! Right, this guy has a hat, so he's making me think that he's got to be semi-official. So I'm going to say he's an officer. That's true. So if that's the gunner, he may be the gunner's mate, which is an officer. It's not a bad guess for the moment. Which would then make it so that this guy... Whoop. And by the way, hello, Euphigenia's house. Do you want to be called Euphy for right now? But yeah, let's assume that... Let's say that that's a good start for right now. Oh, sorry, that's the other headset that I was using with there. So, okay, it was knifed by Olus Viter. So what? So Olus is the one who's Polish. Death Scene? Have you seen? Do you know much about this game at all? Were you here before? I don't remember that name. Let's see if he was in the scene. He was definitely in the scene. Who's he talking about to you fools? Yeah, some of the things that happen are just kind of... yes, he does. It's coming up. In just a moment. Alright, let's get out of this memory. Sorry, I thought you were talking about, like, is this a death scene? It's like, yes. Yes, it is. Alright. Down we go. You know that thing that you are right now? You know, alive? Yeah, it's the opposite of that. Alright, so he was shot by one of... I am pretty sure this is one of the mates, so at very least he's marked some officer. He could also be a steward, potentially, but... Yeah, because there are only a handful of guys with hats, and he's certainly one of them. The main thing is which one of them is it? So we are still wrong about this guy. Or at least if we're right, we just figured out. I guess so. Sure, why not? Actually, it's easier if we do it from this direction. We're shot by... Third mate. Nope. Fourth mate. We don't have enough guys probably to solve this one. Stick with him for right now. But what is going on here? So he's getting thrown over the side. The boat is nowhere to be seen. So I'm pretty sure that guy must have escaped along with them. We could be wrong about that. I mean, we know who that is, at least. Who's tossing this guy over the side? One of the top men, it looks like. I wish I could tell you something more about this, but I really can't. All right, let's go back to that other scene, the one where in the cargo hold. I actually don't know that many especially like European cultural dress, kind of, sort of. Yeah, I am too, and it's not. While they've spent some energy doing that, they're not. It's not exact. Alright, so he was back over here? Oh no, he was over at the Lazarette. But we'll get warped back over there.
Keep pressure here.
What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back, or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think.
Yeah. I believe that those are solid. Yeah. And the surgeon. In fact, we now know even more about him. We know this guy, John Naples. I'm just checking. By Dahl. Which would probably be him. And just want to make sure we have him marked. Yeah, we do. Okay. So, it seems likely... First mate doing his first mate things. Just first mate things. We can also go back to the Justice at Sea scenario as well. Oh, this is the guy. No, but he's not speaking... This is the bosun, right? Yeah. The dialogue. Era darar, you fools. I don't know where that's coming from, though. Who would be saying, you fools? That could be. What do we know about Philip Dahl? Alright, he is Swedish. Never mind. Nope, no problems here. At least none obvious ones. As it... What the hell's wrong with you? Oh, you poor, poor guys. We don't know... Also don't know what happened to him. He's almost certainly an officer. just given the very fine hat. So this is the first mate. This is the second mate. So he could be the third mate. And him being the fourth mate. Let's go with that as a hypothesis for right now. So notice that these guys are all wearing a similar dress. So I'm going to mark them down as stewards at least. Don't know where he died. Or where he disappeared. Yeah, let's try going from there. Right. He exploded. That, yeah. Just getting an idea here. It's Carpenter and Carpenter's mate. He could be the helmsman. Not absolutely certain, because I'm not sure. That one's a tricky one. Okay, I'm gonna... So one curious thing for me is in the murder. What does this say? That's probably going to be useful. Right. There's a lot of things we could be wrong about. I'm going to go back here for a moment just for my mental sake. He's holding the wheel, but it also is just something that it'd be convenient to be standing against. I just can't tell yet. I apologize if some of it's just me sort of re-examining things. I'm guessing that there's something hidden when we can actually, like, shift our positions around. It's like we know where the artist is there, but that doesn't really help us in one fashion or another.
Hok Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
So this is the artist who's making the... Okay, just wanted to see that part.
Quiet. As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line.
It is a monkey.
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men.
It is precisely that.
Fire!
Loose chicken. Okay, we don't see far enough back to see the wheel. But this should be pretty much everyone in the bottom picture. Yeah, except for the back row. Right. So these are probably all seamen. You know this guy? Yeah. It's a bosun. Anything we can find here? Oh, that's, no, that's... This is clearly someone... I'm pretty sure this is a passenger. Because I would... Notice how, like, almost everyone else who works on the ship are able to sort of handle this, except for the passengers, roughly. Sort of just looking on. So I'm betting you that he is a passenger. Oh, wait, what am I saying? He can't be a passenger. Wait, who would it be then? He can't be a passenger, so we ran out of passengers. Fresh out. Good question. Standing next to what we think is the fourth mate. So he could be fourth mate steward. Okay. I don't think I may have overestimated the value of this scene. So, all right. What was the one we were talking about here? All right. Whoops. Oh, apparently I can see a how the frames per second of the game. So that's cool. Let's see. Do we actually have all the passengers? Yep. All right, let's track him a bit. What do you say? All right, oh. Okay, then. Wow, okay. Cool. We know for certain that guy's Olus Dalton now. But whatever happened to him, we're wrong about. Or, sorry, Olus Weater. So let's make a new hypothesis. I feel like we're slowly closing in on this. See if we can find anything else about this guy. He's in 6 memories. Can we mark the mates? Did we... I think you're right. The gunner's mate confirmed to the 3rd and 4th. right, let me take a look here. No, I switched. All right, here's the gunner's mate, which we know is Olus Whittier. Did they kill anyone, and did we verify that? Sorry, I'm not quite understanding what you're getting at here. All right. Oh, I see what you mean. So this is wrong, because otherwise it would have gotten us beforehand, and we just switched it. So, right? Because sorry, that I did switch. Okay. I see. You're right. Okay, understood. Brain not. Yep. Okay, we're good. So let's go back there to verify, but I think you're right. Actually, we can make it even easier. We're going to go to, what was it, Soul? It was during the escape that all this crap came to light. Okay. So he was there, but not the third mate. So you're right. Yeah, and he has to be the third mate. Leonid Volkov was shot by passenger, or are you talking about this one? John Davies, which we have rights clubbed by an unknown attacker. So we don't know this guy yet. Actually, wait, we do. It's Henry Brennan. That would just... Okay, so this should be correct. This should be correct. So we should have only one more left, but I thought that we changed something else. That doesn't help us too much. Yeah, I don't know anything about him. So we know this guy has to be a top man. Not completely random. We're using it says basically you have to make. Oh, you're right. You're right. That was towards the end. Where was it? He was walking underneath. Oh, it was during the Doom. It was at the very beginning. That's right. See, I have a memory somewhere in there. This one, which is at the stern, if I'm using the correct terminology. No, he's at the bow. Really? I expected it to be more pointy. This is what happens when Zybok's not around. Yeah, that is less pleasant. Okay. So if this is the third mate, this is almost certainly the third mate's steward. There we go. Well, there we go. We're getting there. We're really getting there. So I'm guessing we're actually going to make a full ring, and I'm guessing that this is actually the bargain chapter, the last two. We're getting there. We really are. All right, who do we have next? So what happened to him? Eek. So we don't know what happened to him. Yeah, it doesn't appear to have disappeared. No. And not even a disappearance, because that should come up, right? There are disappearances in chapter 7 and 9. Well, we don't have the bargain yet, because that's the mystery chapter. Yeah. Okay, technically 61 people and a cow. All right, we're going to have some more work on our hands here. Right. So that must be it. Everyone else should hopefully be accounted for. All right, what do we know about him? This guy's death scene? We'll take a look. Part of the doom! All right, up top, I suppose. Actually, this is a good scene to take a quick look at. Yep, more bunk numbers. So actually, I realized that, something that is useful here. We can go through process elimination of who is so. We know several people here. First mate steward. So we know that these two are topmen. Or that guy's a topman. His number is, there's a 41. So I would guess that he's number 41. Just, it's one of those, clearly they're just getting dinner next to their bunks. Fairly clearly. And that's consistent. So long story short is anyone who isn't in a bunk, who is in the scene, so this guy is still, we have no idea. But we do know, wrong one. This is at the beginning of the doom. So of the people that we know, So we know these two top men are in the scene somewhere. So if I recall, this, I think Akbar is that guy. Yeah, X is a harder one to determine. And a lot of these people, of course, are just 43 and 44. So we know 43 already. 44 is Lewis Walker. I'm just going to write down the ones that we... No, things that we see. .45 is Volkov. Alright. Well, it's not... I don't think it's racial profiling to say that someone who, especially in this day and age, someone who looks like they could be Chinese is likely actually Chinese. 48... 49... 36... Yeah. And, like, everyone on this boat seems to like sleeping... Okay, they're may to be actually be... Actually, I'm not sure if anyone's actually in those bunks, so... So they may not actually be in the scene. That is true. Okay, so let's take a look at the people who are in the scene that we... Get back to the Doom. Oh, I wanted to see more Doom! So there's two top men. And this guy are the only ones that do not have a name. That guy does have a turban. Okay. So let's go with the fact that these guys are top men. So there's no top men from India, but there's one from Persia, so it's possible. It's certainly possible. So let's just make a wild guess. So the top men remaining, except Omid Ghul is not in the scene. His bunk is empty. Let's put it that way. If he is, then that's cool. Is he above deck? Ah, this is where he is. Okay, no, that is consistent. Oh, yeah, well, right, we verified those. I mean, he probably died during the Doom. Alright, but who is left? So we have 44. .44 is a topman, so that could be him. We don't know anything about this guy, at least at the moment. So I'm going to just guess for right now that he is 44. Actually, do we find him elsewhere? I don't think we saw him, right? What meme from the Iraq? Ugh. No, 44, 44, the bunk was full. Is he in the scene? Yeah, that's... Okay, yeah, that's my guess. Because we know that he's a topman. Okay, not enough information yet for anything. 45 is also here, but we know who that is, right? Yeah, we already know who 45 is. Oh, sure. Yeah, that sounds like a fair point. I think he may be missing. Disappeared. Okay. Let's see what his last scene is. That would be part 6, 7, part 8. All right, let's look at part 6 then. Which I haven't really taken that great of a look at. All right, so he's on the main deck. Doom! Okay, that... Good to know. I'm still kind of fuzzy on that. We want part 6. We're turned around. That should be him. Yep, he definitely exploded. Don't know who the poor sod is, but... he does have a rope around him. If you look at the, look at the dialogue, it sounds like he held on to the explosive a little too long. That's good old Maba. Ooh. The fact he's carrying all the guns does make sense, and it's the gunner's mate. So where does this guy appear? Is that him? That's him. I don't know. Doesn't look like he's being pulled, but I'm going to say... no, he's dead. I'm not surprised there. My guess is drowned by a beast, but it could be something else. I mean, is there anything else it could be? I mean, death-wise, not necessarily. Eaten? That's my guess at the moment. Is Fell one of them? Oh, I guess it is. That's better. That sounds right. Just making sure overboard, rigging, stairs. Sorry, I didn't see that particular death. But I'm pretty sure that one's right then. And these other guys are all... Yup. Yeah, I think you're right. Well, let's out of sheer curiosity, given that I think we're at the edge. And I'm about to break! That's a good point. We can see everyone... I'm pretty sure that's the case, but that's all right, let's look at what we think we know. So you know he fell overboard, he got clubbed. So we are wrong about Patrick O'Hagan. Let me try Claude. Still think that he is Patrick O'Hagan. But I could be wrong. All right, let's look through this for another moment. Who else do we have to follow? There's this guy who's also black, and he's not identified. He's at quite a few things. We think, yeah, he's one of the ones who got into the book. Got into the boat. I guess it's worth... doesn't look like it. Still not quite sure there. Let's go back to this one. Right, this guy had fallen off the side. That's going to take a moment to get to, but we could do that. Right, okay. Oh, it is a mess. Okay, so the king is what I'll call him for right now. Opens this and reaches into the box. Alright, let's do a little bit of mathematics here. Yeah. Okay, so there are 7 people present here. Okay, if the second mate's here and this guy's a steward, wouldn't he likely be the second mate, the second mate's steward? Who's this guy? So I'm guessing he's a seaman, given that he was one of the ones who's... Yeah, you might be right. It's at least worth a shot. I am glad there's no penalty for... I mean, not... We're clearly not completely guessing. Oh, no, we know who the first mate steward is. No, the first mate's, third mate's, second mate's... This has got to be the fourth mate steward. Or the ship steward? I guess it could work. Doesn't get us that much closer. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing for right now. How's it going, Zybok? It's Zybok, dang it! All right, we've gotten quite a bit farther. Okay, we know who they are. So Patrick O'Hagan is definitely here. Yeah. Okay. Not him. Trying to find the right one to... Actually, maybe him. Right.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
I think that this is the... This is part 1. Keep core, pack enough stores, check and load it myself. We have no chance against the Obra Dinn. Yeah.
Checked and loaded up myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind...
So this guy is... This guy understands what the Formosans are saying, so he's likely Chinese. Because the X is the person say... Yeah. Wish I could say, you know, this Chinese guy... of the remaining things, none of them would indicate specifically that they are, so... Do a quick... Alright, there you go. What do we have? Okay, we were right about Omid Gul. Li Hong. And Lewis Walker was right as well. Hey, Johan, how's it going? We're slowly getting there.
No chance against the Obra Dinn.
I don't think so. Which one is O'Hagan? So it's someone who was rowing. All right, we know who that is. Yeah, I think so. We think it's that guy, but we're clearly wrong in some fashion. Unfortunately, we can't go back in time and do this exactly. Well, the other thing I could have is the death rung, which is why I'm trying to get back to that scene, because it was unclear. All right, let's go back to this guy's death. See if that's the right one. Sorry. Well, we'll make it.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Give us a weapon! Shoot! My kid eye!
Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Because he died before him. Right. I think we have him. Oh, no, we don't. Yeah, we were not sure if he was clawed or drowned. And isn't there one of these guys who's supposed to be one of the Russian dudes? He's not the guy dying in this scene. It's him. Ah, okay. Sure. Thank you very much for coming by, Johan. We're very happy for that. I'm not sure which Russian it is. That's the only issue. I feel like I should set one of them just in case so that we can be reminded of it. We have to go back. That's the one problem here. We have to go back and do some stuff to... Oy. Who died in the one right before that? This guy. Okay. He's one we need to use.
You're still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
So, you can see that this is who we thought it was. And we didn't have a body. So we thought he was drowned. Now so he's clearly being pulled in. Partially. I think, if we go back... So the last thing that happened is that one of their own was killed, and then this is where it was. I don't know, actually. So I think it seems likely that he was drowned. Am I wrong? So that might not be Patrick Patrick O'Hagan, then. But we thought it was him because he didn't appear. He was a disappearance. We think the other guy's a Russian. Sure. This guy's a Russian guy? Guess it's not impossible. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Well, let's see if... Oh, right, sorry. This guy, yeah. Is this Patrick O'Hagan? I feel like I'm on The Price is Right, you know? Could be. Don't know who this is, though. Right. Yeah, she was clawed instead of eaten. And he was shot later. He was burned like nobody's business. Not quite sure how he died. We should. Let's go find his scene really quickly. Was this Seward? Yeah. That's dramatic.
O'Hagan, you're still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
So that's the thing, is we don't quite know that's possible. So what's the one immediately after that? Bunlan Lim. So he's being attacked here, clearly. Just not sure with what. Alright. That's possible. See this better perspective? I don't see... You could be right. What's the one right before this? Alright, let's go to this guy's one and see how he's being attacked.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Actually, how does he get free? That's a question. Oh, look! He's cutting his ropes on the spear. That's cool. Yep. Yeah, I don't think that we're allowed to go back that far. Yeah, we know for a fact that's a different... It's the give us a weapon guy. So that's still possibly Patrick O'Hagan. Yeah, let's go back to Lim's scene. Aw, thank you very much, guys, for hanging out and doing this. This is actually really fun. All right, so it's her. You're right, he was stabbed. It looks like with a knife, not a spear, so I'm going to say that he was knifed. It was just really hard to tell. By... which... Was it Chiotan? Oh, it's Bang. That's what it was. So this is him. It's Bang. Okay, so... We're 90% sure this is true. We're pretty sure that's true. So we think this is one of the Russians, huh? Yep. Well, we keep on going. Right, which we'll go to next. The 3 people we thought were going to get confirmed. Let me go over there. I really want to see the end of this. I really want to see the end! So, Patrick O'Hagan was confirmed. Samuel Gilligan. And Alarkus Nishkin. Nikishin. Sorry, I misspoke. Well, we actually know who the Russians are in that they were playing cards before, and I'm guessing they're all Russian, because otherwise they would probably speak in English, given that everyone else does it. All right, so where was that? That was in beginning of the Doom. No. It was in the Bitter Cold. That's right. That wasn't what I meant to do. Yep, this is it. All right, so this is on the Orlop deck near surgery. That's right. So right here. So we know Volkov, Nishkin. This must be... Oh, I guess he was our third. I guess otherwise, why would they be speaking Russian? There you have it. We have these numbers. 51, 53. Did we verify this is? Yeah, that's Akbar, who was, for the record, he was 52. Very good, Wits End. Just making sure. So we have these, all 4 of these guys, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so he's probably the last one. So that was 53. That would do it. So 22 others are present in this scene, Which ones do we not know? We don't know this guy. So I'm going to go through this again and see what numbers there are. 58. No number. 53. 56. So there are those guys. And we have 39. 40. 41. Whoops, 55. You're right. Just verifying that I'm not... Oh, there is a tag here, 57. And there is someone in there. Okay. Anyway, back to here. 39, 40, 41, 38. That definitely says 59. Okay. So let's go through the people that we know and if anyone is missing. Oh, right. We have 37 and 42. And there are 22 people in this scene. So of those, so we know 58. We don't know 55. We know 56. We don't know 39. We know 40. We don't know 41. 57. We don't know 57. We don't know, but do we know 38? We don't know 38. Don't know 59. There's a lot we don't know. Well, we don't... we don't know what we don't know there, is what all I'll say. We certainly have marked him as someone, though, that's for sure. Okay. Just double checking. 55 is also blank. Yep. Okay. That is possible. Let's take a look. Yeah, back to here. So they have kind of a kerchief thing going there. Ascot, is that the same? No, they're not. They don't share that, although they might be standing near each other in the picture. No, that's the wrong one. So this could be just... looks like these may be the midshipmen. Oh. Well, there you go. Yep. Okay, then. We're narrowing the people down here. We have what looks like another 10 to 12 to go. Where's my... There it is. All right. All right, how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right. If we can get an idea there, sure. Huangli and is Zhejiang. Right. Okay. Back we go. Sorry, there's so many different things to be moving around here. My brain is going a little crazy. Okay. This guy looks like he could likely be Chinese, so we might as well mark him as one of the Chinese top men. This guy could be a Chinese guy. I'm not quite sure. He is. And he's likely... We thought he might be Hamadan Diom, but we're not sure about that. This guy? I don't think so. 55 is in the scene. Well, yes, that's why he's highlighted here. So I'm going to say... Yes, okay. All right, we can try that. Anyone else come up here? Scotland, China. Okay. It's probably the other Chinese guy in that case. Right. Oh, right, the electrocuted guy. Oh, he has got to be one of those guys. Oh, well, there we go. That was quick. There we are. Yeah, nope, you were right. You were right. What can I say? There's still more going in this scene, too. Too far. Too close. A little too close. We still have the guy from France, even though we had the whole "Where's my Frenchman" thing. So we should probably try to track that guy down. We may be... Okay, let's take a look again here. So the people that we know are here. So they're 57, 59, 57, 59 are both here somewhere. As well as 37. I really just can't... I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right there. Well, some of them were. Well, yeah, they're. Yeah, back here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a top. Yeah, you're probably right. So yeah, if we go with the idea that he's a top man, then he would probably have to be Wei Li, at least at first guess. Could be a Scottish one. Although to be fair, we do. All right, let's try that as a theory. We should probably start exploring a few different things as well. We're getting into all the hard ones is the issue. Let's go back to here because we might be able to get some more information from there. Okay. I know, but we don't want to just start trying randomly. We want to have at least a little bit of information. We can come back here. You know that. Zungi death. Okay. Which guy is Zungi? Oh. I saw it. Zungi Sathi. Alright. Oh, right. This guy is hard. We may be wrong about his death, actually, but let's take a look. We're actually... Okay, we were on the third deck, the Orlop deck, on the outside. I think that's the wrong one. Yeah, this is the right one. The problem here is we're very limited about where we can go in this memory. And holy crap, he is beat to hell. So we thought he was being shot. But that was, to be fair, before we knew that we had... Oh no, he is getting spiked. You can see the trail right in the center there, heading towards the wall. That it's not a gun that's being fired. Do you agree? Do you see right there? Do you think it's a gun? Well, let's see. I mean, we can't. We have... The only other possibility is that guy over there, which... The question is that straight... Oh, it's so hard to tell. Although I think you may be... Well, let's see. Which direction... He's the beast is aiming over to the left there. So yeah, probably wouldn't be a stray there. Let's see who's in this scene. We need to get inside, and we need to get right before this happens, I guess. Oh, right. We can warp back. Yeah, it might be him, but let's get a closer look. So he's wearing white pants. And we can warp back using this guy, I think. We just want to verify.
I got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
Wait. Okay, they killed one. But we can't get back over there. It's not the wrong scene, it's just not far back enough. Yeah, you're right. It's this guy. Right. Let's see if we can narrow this down a little bit. And just make sure that he's in both scenes, just to be consistent. I know, obviously he's in that scene. Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, again, we're running out of people who it could be. Right, that's not going to give us anything. All right. He likes... So what happened to him? Oh, he disappeared. Yeah. Let's try to find out what happened to him. He might be. So we need to find out the last time we see him. He was in part 8, but not in the other one. All right. So this is on the cargo hold. Oh, right. All right, what is this about? No, he's got... We gotta be wrong here. There's gotta be another place. Soldiers of the Sea. Oh, right, he's in all of these. What am I saying? I'm doing this in a weird fashion. Where is Doom? Loose cargo is pretty early on. Part 7... Part 8 is his final one. Okay, let's check out Part 8 then. Why am I walking this direction? Thank you for putting up with my relative ineptitude. Okay, so he's somewhere here. So we established... Did he also... I would say likely drowned by a terrible beast or fell over... That doesn't look like fell, that looks like drowned. Let's mark that for this guy, at least for right now. So at the last point... So, if this really is his last scene, I can verify this. You think so? I guess that's true, because that is the bosun. So that would make sense to be the bosun's mate, wouldn't it? Yeah, I was going to do that. Cool deal. Bookmark! But yes, this has got to be his last scene, because after this... Oh, that's right! Ah, that's what it was. Thank you! Well, by a beast, I would imagine. Yep, that's a theory. Who else do we know or not know? Bosun, gunner's mate, helmsman, third mate, which we can't verify. Sure. Where is Zungi? There he is. Does somebody remember where the heck that was? Oh, right, we know him, of course. It was by... Assume it's the French guy. There we go. We're getting there. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, yeah, I think there's like, looks like 4 to 5 left. Let's take a look. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see here. Well, actually, that's a good point. So third mate is literally unknown. We can't get anything about it. Oh, that's possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, you're right. Well, except for the fact that we can't get the last 2, because they actually are... They were not killed or disappeared by anything there, so they must be... Okay, let's see who we have left. In terms of the... We might be able to start... All right, let's finally get over here. I keep on meaning to go to this memory, and I keep on failing. So this is on the gun deck in the first mate's hold. We can go and cross out the ones that we know, but I do want to do this really quickly. Just before I forget, you understand? Just making sure I'm going the right way. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Oh, wait. Over here. Sorry.
On your toes.
Go back there.
Here.
Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us!
Definitely shot. Chances are we know the killer now, though. Second mate, Edward Nichols. Who's this guy? Just curious. Patrick O'Hagan. Okay. Oh, right. This is at the... That makes sense. Okay. Oh, he's holding the queen, for lack of better identification. Lim, yes, that's her. So the problem is we have there's no real context for why. So he's the only remaining topman. So chances that he was there seems like he's likely to have be pretty confident there. This is... Samuel. All right. So that should likely be true. All right, who's next? The only other question is, could it be anyone else? Don't know who the purser would be. They only have one page of this left, so... All right. Keep on scanning. Yep. Yep. And the doom. Oh, this guy. All right, let's go back here. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's likely, but the question is, what is the motive for that, which I'm still not sure of. All right, let's try to chase after the... Okay, let's quickly just take a look who else is. I think the other ones are... Yeah. All right, let's see what he was in previously. Okay, so he was in the on the bow scene. Yep. I'm not sure if these are actually as useful in that regard. See any other ones that would be recognizable. Yes. All right, let's go here. Why not? Okay, that's actually just around the corner once we go to the right place. Still, we should take a look at that scene, I would imagine. Alright, it should be over here. If I'm remembering. Yeah. So this guy. Yeah, it was actually hard to tell that there were two people here. And this guy was not. She got the gunner. Oh, what if it's cracking the next room? I'm wondering. The bosun. Okay, who do we have left? No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does seem likely. So he's playing with one Seaman. Oh, no, well, all of them are, yeah. He is not. Let's at least put him as an unknown seaman. What do we have? We only have 2 officers left. And third, we're right about the third mate. So we have the purser and... Okay, we're so close! You're right. Let's just cross-reference those, I suppose. Oh, good question. Let's see if we can... The 2 seamen are next to each other. We're talking about in the picture here. The sketch. So you think these are both seamen? I don't know that they're both seamen, but drowned by a terrible beast. Okay, then. 2 more fates correct. Huh. We only have 2 more, I guess, before we get to the real crap in this game. That makes sense. I was wondering, like, how they're going to deal with, like, the last one. Because 2 of them are in the chapter we haven't revealed yet, which is, I guess, only going to happen when we get to the end here. All right, let's see who are the people that we have left. I wish there was a quicker way to do this, but I think it's actually the easiest way. I think they're both in the Doom. Pretty much. So this is my guess. If not that, then how about this? All currently solvable fates are correct. I was hoping that that was going to be the case. Okay! Let's find out what really happened. And this is, I'm guessing, not going to be pretty. To return the book. I can remember how to get out of here. That's always a... There it is. Well, this has been a long but interesting journey. Really. Come on. Step over that. Thank you. So, I guess we go meet up with, the guy off the side of the ship. Where is the... Ah, this is it. Time for the end game.
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Oh, I see. It's giving me a chance to... So I can decide to leave before I've solved the entire puzzle. But I've solved the entire puzzle.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
I am really curious what's going to happen now. Because just the idea of the bargain with all of this other crazy crap that's been happening. And two people... I'm guessing human sacrifice? I'll find out later. Can't do it this round. I'm just worried that I couldn't come back. 1 week later. So we get to meet with Henry. Prepared by the Company Office of Investigation. Oh, thank you very much, Russell Voda. That is very nice of you, and thank you for coming around, and hope that you come back around every once in a while. Okay, this is the insurance claim. Wonderful. Victims of the calamitous events at sea. Prepared by the investigation. Ship damage and squall, sank in storm, foul-mouthed payout claim, $20,000. All cargo lost, payout claimed. All cargo lost, payout claimed. Fate, suicide, gun, criminal fines, murder of crewmate 4, estate fortified to the crown. Okay, that makes sense why they're doing this. Estate fine, $25. Fines of demerit, abandonment of crew and vessel, estate awarded outstanding wages, $50. Sefton Cook. Interesting. Wait, what about the people that we weren't sure about? Like the third mate. Fate unknown. Finding a merit. Extraordinary valor. Exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward night. I don't know. That's an interesting question. Certainly could try that, but I'd have to write down a lot of this stuff. What do they say about the passengers? Abandonment of crew and vessel? They're a passenger. 2 unknown people. Total claim, 29,285 pounds. The pocket watch remains in your possession. The book returns to its original owner, Henry of Evans in Morocco, as requested. And what happens? Are you going to tell us? Okay, good. It's like, you better not leave me hanging. Oh. Who is it? I'd like to turn around and give you some tea, but... Yes, why can't I be bothered by this right now? I'm just having my tea. Yep. Playing long, strained notes on my violin. According to some theories, taking some cocaine in there.
There's a package at this hour. Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside. I'll be turning it now. Tea's in the kitchen if you need more.
Huh. Uh-oh. Is this going to be the remains of people in here? Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you, along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. Oh. Oh, God. It's gonna be... Yep. Yep. We're definitely picking up the book. This tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. H.E. That was a hand. Well... Here goes nothing.
There you are. Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door. Gone. Damn. There's no time. We need to go. Right.
Yep, because that's my power.
What are you up to?
What? So this is the surgeon. Oh, this is in the, what is it? Oh, right, we have to wait for the iris out. What the? Shot the monkey! He shot the freaking monkey! The lazarette, yes, that's it. Well, that covers... But why? I guess they did. Wait, is this like the monkey's paw? Because that would be... that would be interesting. There you are. Where's the key to that door gone? Damn it, we need to go. Nothing good. Of course that's going to happen. Okay, so these are the two people here. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Could it... Wait. If this is his compass, then it means that he could have done this knowing entirely that we needed a piece of a dead body to get back to that particular moment in time. Knowing that, does this make sense? God damn, there's no time, we need to go. Right, in you go. And look, he tied a rope. He tied a rope to it. Oh, holy... Okay, this is... Holy shit, this is kind of amazing. Okay. All right. We've got this body.
A third shell. Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this. Stop! Why? Well, set you free.
That doesn't sound like it.
The shell. Here. Do it.
Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave.
Get the tail, boy.
I'm guessing this does not end well for anyone.
In return, the ship.
That's just
Lubricant.
fascinating.
See it home.
Oh, sorry. I didn't explain the exactly. So he purposefully killed the monkey to have a piece of a body on him that was in the right place at the right time, so you could access it. What the hell? Oh wait, remember that? I think you mentioned before with I just thought it's one of those thinking ahead. You know, it's the first time we've seen anyone acknowledge the existence of the compass. So that is the shell? You're right, it is the shell. It looks like the starburst that it was before. I'm sometimes not a smart man. Martin Thurman met an unknown fate. Well, okay. Just checking. Okay, that's him. He looks pretty thoroughly spiked. Okay. I don't know if there's much more we can learn at this moment. So, let's do the next thing. What? Oh? Oh, the other mermaid.
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
Okay, yeah, that the captain is... I mean, granted, the Kraken is pretty serious. Or the first mate, I'm sorry. Cool, have a good night, Johan. Is there anything else we could see here? This is supposed to all be during the Kraken fight, I think. Oh, and he has the remaining shell. Interesting. You have to just wait for the iris out, but... And he got it... Oh, did he get it from the yeah, okay. Oh, I think you're right. It is the captain. Sorry. The casualties fought against the jailer and was speared for the trouble. Okay. One other person was present. All right, I'm guessing it's... Oh, the other mermaid.
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
I don't know if it understands English. Okay, clearly he was shot. That makes sense. So we haven't yet figured out what killed him, did we? No, he were still... Alright. Okay. See if there's anything else I can find out. Yeah. I mean, what are the shells supposed to do aside from summon mermaids? We're getting there. greeted with a fatal bullet. Absolutely. And, of course, thought that might happen. Right. No, I believe you're right there. But I feel like...
What's this? Quicksilver.
Mercury. Oh, the thing's full of... Okay, so it looks like it's supposed to look like mercury, and it looks like, I'm guessing, like the other guy, got set on fire. So that's, well, once it actually gives me the ability to set his fate. Huh, yeah, that's interesting. Because certainly Radiant. I wonder why I didn't see it in the other thing. It says, oh, what's that shell? What's up with that? And so somewhere in there are some mermaids, but... Well, that explains why they're missing. Definitely burned. Okay, we've got it. I just don't know what's going to happen next. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Guessing that's the... Yeah, the door opens. Man. Oh, he was... Did he break his chains? I need to look at the dialogue. So yeah, it's just after the doom. All right, if there's anything else that you guys think I need to see, then I will, but I think that pretty much wraps it up. But where did he get the what? The compass? Interesting. Okay, so there's a few things that I'm hoping this is... I'd be happy to have a sequel to this game. I actually had a lot of fun with this. Oh, it's interesting. So they actually did have a... he did the whole freaking game. You know, if it weren't for the fact that I kind of imagined that, like, compass is, like, you know, somehow just as screwed up as everything else in this game, then I kind of want one. Yep, exactly. Interesting. So I wonder if the other localizations, they kept the English in English and, you know, did the text voiceover kind of thing. So they actually have do they have a person for each character? Or, okay, no, not... Cool. Nick Smith? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they needed to have enough, but I was wondering if they had one per. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, some of the scenes are just like, holy crap! That's the thing that I... Oh, did Lucas Pope voice any characters? Well, we'll find out in a moment. Maybe he voiced the monkey. That's my guess. I'm using the term diorama, which I think is a good diorama is kind of fascinating, and dang it if they actually didn't pull this off. Yeah. Not 60 plus, but very close to. Because they're the disappearances and so on and so forth. But yeah. I really like this game. Sumus. Steenvik. Sorry, I just like some of the names. That's all. Luke Marty. Nope, that's not Lucas Pope yet. No, it doesn't look like it. Wait. So I remember when I started the game the first time, I think I had a female voice for the main character. So I'm wondering if it's randomly assigned. I didn't see there are 2 voices for the inspector, so I'm wondering if that was the male and female one. You are welcome. Oh, 2014 to 2018, just in case. Okay. Well, unless there's a stinger, which there could be, looks like there isn't. That's pretty much it for tonight. This is a good... Yeah, he said it was a game that he said was going to take 6 months to do, and then 4 years later, here you go. But I mean, I am just kind of. It is an amazing puzzle. It's a really fun puzzle to me. It is just the scenes are amazing, and the amount of thought that goes behind it is just kind of amazing. I love this thing. There are a few. You're right. There are a few things that I don't know myself. Oh, we should check what happens to ourselves if we continue. No, it's an 8-hour game, so I'm more than happy with that. So the thing that what are the things that I don't actually completely understand? One of the big ones is, okay, so in the murder. So everything before here kind of makes sense. There was some illness that was going around. A stowaway died. Crap happened with cargo. This is not pleasant, but not stuff that you'd be surprised. Yeah, exactly. Nothing you'd be surprised would really happen. It's when it gets to here that why... What was he doing? He knocked out one of the guards for the Formosans. Hello, who's there? Is someone hurt? Yes. Is that you? What are you doing down here? Yes, fine. I'm just sorting some things. Watch your step. So maybe he... Yeah, I'm wondering if that's what it was. So he was killed because of that. So he was shot. Well, load her up. We best... So the others got afraid that the chest was going to fall into Nicholas's hands, and so he got pushed onto the boat. And I don't believe that Nicholas is... No. Oh, Nicholas is with them. He is trying to steal that. Yeah, that's consistent then. And, got assaulted by the mermaids. And then when he came back, he was shot by the remaining guy because he realized that, well, he kind of deserved it. Exactly. Then from there, it looks like the rest of it was basically attacks from the mermaids in order to get back what was theirs. Which, of course, didn't make anyone happy. The escape... So I think they didn't realize that the last shell was still on until... Because did they actually get the shell off? Third shell. Hoist out the maid, throw it over. Okay. So it looks like they did manage to toss the other one over. I wonder if we could have picked that up. Yeah. Right. I'm wondering if it's either them threatening the mermaids or it could be them returning the shell. So, regardless. But from the escape... The mate was torn apart. Verdammt. Basis dead. Left with the storm. Captain came for the hold said he chased it off. You should rest. So this is where the passenger is saying, "Screw this! We're out of here." And there's a kerfuffle. There's a mutiny that's brewing. And yeah, this is where they're talking about the we have these things. This is making more sense then. And of course, there's a struggle. A couple people die. A couple people are stabbed. People who escaped. And finally, after the others are dead, the mutineers try to attack the captain, who does all of his things. And the captain finally... Okay. Exactly. What's wrong? Brennan kills... Let's see. Brennan... I think you might be right. So the John Davies kills the gunner's mate. Okay, the gunner's mate is on that side. John Davies is clubbed... No, he's clubbed by Henry Brennan. That makes sense. Brennan is on the mutineer side. So I think that makes sense. And Lanka is... was... Forget who that was. So even though he got stabbed and feels bad for it, I think he decides that it's the right thing to do. Yeah. So that makes sense, and then it ends up... Holy crap! Okay, yep, there's a complete story here. So, yeah, that roughly makes sense. Right. I wish they would kind of put his... No, not him. Thomas Lanka was, was on the... was against the mutiny, and he was stabbed initially. Yep, and the captain does a pretty good job at killing everyone else, but can't survive with the guilt and kills himself. So that seems like it's... I'm not going to say cut and dry, but at very least it all kind of gets put together. Right, his wife is killed by the... that's true. Sure. Which part? The final one? Oh. All right. Captain, open the door. Kick it in, lest we break it down and take more than those shells. Bastards may take exactly what I give you. So they think they have that he has the shells still, but in the... He said earlier that he threw him overboard. Where are they? They must be in here someplace. They're at the bottom. Oh, there it is. Bottom of the sea. That's a lie. And so, okay, so that just... He gets snuck up upon. And that's where it ends up. Yep. Oh, right. The other two that were in there were in the Lazarette. This one. The captain didn't toss them all, so that was... Who was that speaking? Could be the fourth mate steward. Yeah, okay, then that makes sense. I mean, there's still... I really do kind of like the storytelling because everything kind of makes sense, but there's still places that are holes in the story where they feel like they should be. I mean, we don't know exactly why did the Formosans have these shells? Why was that pulling together the mermaids? And ultimately, it's the could be the gunner's mate. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. Anyway, I think that sort of it probably was an ancient relic. I'm just kind of curious as to the one other thing I want to find out is back in the calling. Why did he go for the chest? Oh, right, because they're already being attacked by the mermaids. The mermaids, I guess, already know that they're there? How interesting. Right. That's most likely, but again, it's one of those, like, there's more. It's like there is more to the story, but it doesn't feel like this is an incomplete story, which I actually really like. Anyway, with all of that ranting over, I think that we're pretty much done for the evening. I thank everyone for coming. This is a good crowd. For those who who haven't had a chance to speak, that is fine. You're free to hang around. For those who are new, if you want to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, the links are below somewhere here if you look closely. Join the Discord as well, where I will generally announce these things in addition. Oh, you're very welcome, Witsend. I had a ton of fun. Also, I'll put this stuff up on YouTube before too long, so in case you didn't get to catch some of this stuff, you get to see more. Doom! Right. It doesn't seem like they're completely surprised. I think that you're right there, Russell. But it's like one of those, there's not enough to get the entire story. There's enough to get an outline. But how did they get it in the first place? Taiwan's on the other side of the ocean. Is mermaid society pan-oceanic? I don't know. It's kind of an interesting question, I think. But yeah, I wish I could walk around my living room, but apparently that's just not how that works. I kind of hope so myself. All right, so with that, I'm going to send you off to someone else as soon as I have to swap over. Sorry if it pauses the video there. We're going to go to find someone to host. Yeah. Ariel's got a spear, yo. Oh, jeez. Food loyalty badges? I don't even know what the heck they're talking about. All right, I'm going to just see. Turn the Obra. Might as well pass it off to someone else who's trying to stream this at the moment. There's someone who's doing it with 2 viewers, so if you want to see someone else get an idea. I think it's Sebastian being exposed to gamma radiation. At least that's my thought. Sebastian, smash! All right, I guess I'll throw you over to Jonathan's Gamecast. So I hope you guys have a good evening. Again, follow me where you will, just so you can catch a hold of this stuff, and I will see you guys later.